there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor J-Man.
I still don't like that, Professor.
You don't like that one either?
I thought, Professor, I just finished changing all of the labels to P-Man. I thought you were P-Man.
Who asked you to do that?
I mean, once you said you were going by P-Man, I couldn't, leave everything else
you did say
out.
that last week. You did say that.
I mean, I said I was P-Man, and then it got a very negative reaction. So
I don't like any of the
man.
mans. Just Professor's fine.
But I changed all of your letterhead. I changed your label on the door. I changed your, picture in the hallway. Everything now says P-Man.
Get ready to change it again, because now I'm Professor J-Man. And thank you so much, everybody, for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. K-Man.
Yes, K-Man here.
God, this is so unnatural for him.
I be webbing for the professor.
I don't.
He's sweating profusely.
Yeah, you're really nervous, bud. What's going on?
All right, Mr. Curtis. Well, let's call you Mr.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Okay. Also joining us here in the classroom today is, of course, our young trainer in training, Corbin. Corbin, please say hello.
Hey, what's going on? What's up? What's good? Trainer in training here. Happy to be here. Happy to learn about another Pokemon. Every day, I am one step closer to getting my trainer's license and being the best trainer in the world. I don't know which region I'm going to start on first. I think it would make more sense to start in Kanto because my mom would like me closer to home. But I don't know. Johto has been fun. It's been fun exploring the city a little bit. Last weekend, I went to the flower shop, had a good time, smelled the roses, which I've been told
did you buy anything?
I've been told I need to. I did. I bought a thing of tulips. And while I was
bouquet,
there,
I think is what we call them. a thing of
a bouquet, sure, bouquet, whatever you want to call them. I'm 10, I don't know stuff.
Bouquet.
I bought a bouquet, of tulips, and then I also got some lilies for my roommate Gordon. He likes lilies. He dances around with his little cane when he gets lilies. So I mean, that's just something. And then I also bought roses, and I had those shipped to Dawn. Now I don't know where Dawn lives.
Okay,
but
where did you send them?
Well, I sent them to the lab in Sinnoh, and with a note that said, "Hey, Professor Rowan, please give these to Dawn," and then a bunch of other stuff professing my love. It was about I think it was a 43-page essay on my love for Dawn. But don't expect that kind of work put into this class. I only do that for the love of my life. So just throwing that out there.
I mean, that's fine, and that will reflect in your grade and will determine ultimately whether or not you get a Pokemon at the end of it. So,
I will definitely
just
do
live
all
your
those
life
things.
that way if you want, Corbin.
Okay.
I really honestly thought you were going to say that you just, on the box wrote to Dawn and then sent it off hoping it would make it there.
No, I did not do that. I am smarter than that.
The Delibird network is pretty smart, but I don't know if it's that smart.
Well, Rowan will definitely pass it along to Dawn. So I'm hoping she gets it.
Yeah, Rowan's the kind of guy that will really,
he's got time for it, right?
Take time out of his day to send letters to people.
Oh, I think he'll do it. Yeah, he's got time.
Okay, well, no, he doesn't. Okay, so I think we should go ahead. We got a lot to talk about today. Does anybody know? Well, before we talk about the Pokemon, I actually have a couple of Gengar mails here that I would like to read, if that is okay.
I'll allow it.
The first one comes to us from Kelp. We've gotten several Gengar mails from Kelp before.
Kelp!
This one says, "Hello again, Professor Jacob, and Professor Jacob, Mr. Curtis." There's an alternate spelling, Qyrtis. Is that close?
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
That's
Curtis?
not it. That's
Qyrtus. Thank you, though. Very close.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's actually spelled Kurtis. He's telling a funny joke.
Qyrtus.
very
Thank
funny.
You, Professor.
Oh, everyone's laughing right now, listening.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of laughter.
Hello again, Professor Jacob, Mr. Curtis, and Corbin. Hi, it's Kelp again. I'm sorry I haven't been able to send in essays recently. I've had a lot on my plate recently working for Professor Kukui.
You should try to eat less then. I've had that same problem.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, it happens with puberty. I get it.
Actually, on that note, sorry, the Gengar mail goes on to say, actually, on that note, Curtis, do you know what process I need to go through in order to apply to the IAOATP, which is the International Association of Assistants to Professoring? Is that right?
Very, very close, very close. Interregional Society of Assistants to Professionalism. Thank you very much.
Okay.
But But if you want to join, first thing, make sure you get the name right. I'm sorry, I just have to put that out there.
Can we get that name just one more time?
Yeah, the Interregional Society of Assistance to Professionalism.
There it is.
Thank you. There. All right, so everybody, now you know, everybody.
That's right.
Continue on, Mr. Curtis.
So after you have put in at least 3,600 hours of assistanting to a professional, then you can apply. Okay. The application process does require that you write an essay about how your role as an assistant has served to better the advancement of your respective professional.
Hear, hear.
And then that respective professional will need to sign off on their approval of your assistanting. And then it will go up again. Yes. And it will go up against a board of your fellow assistants. And if you're accepted, then we will send you a letter back within 3 months, and letting you know that you're welcome to come to the once a year meeting that happens. So yes.
And then you're put into a ring where you have to fight the Genghis Khan that Curtis insulted, and then whoever wins gets to be.
We would never. Okay.
Well, you did.
Genghis Khan, the reigning the champion.
That's
It
right.
is a fraternal order of those who,
he's gonna nail
respect the art of assistanting, and
Assisting, that's right.
anyone who would like to join may certainly can. But once you're in there, it's a safe space. Okay?
You're locked
no
in. You can't get out.
allowed.
Actually.
Okay. So where do they actually send this application?
You can send it to me, Perry back in the Saffron City Learning Center. He'll collect them there. So if you just want to send them to the main,
What? That's
Saffron
not his
City Learning
job.
Center.
He doesn't do like administration work. He's trying to talk people off of a ledge. He's the school counselor.
He's also the Saffron's the SCLC, the leader of the SCLC branch of the Interregional Society of Assistants to Professionalism. Did I get that right?
Is. Oh, he got promoted. I should write a letter and thank him or congratulate him.
Well, no. It's a volunteer position. It's not a.
Okay. Well, what a good
it's
lad.
Not a promotion. Perry does it for his love of the game.
He really does.
True.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so go ahead and send those applications to Mr. Curtis. I'm sure you can find his address somehow. So Kelp's email goes on to say, anyway, I've enclosed a bit of art I've done and an essay on Furret. Now, I just want to say, I'm not going to read the essay on Furret because that lesson is long in the past. But for anybody who wants to send us essay, we love getting essays. Please try to do it like 3 to 4 weeks in advance. A lot of planning goes into these lessons, and I generally have to get it planned, ahead of time, that far ahead of time. So if you send us an essay, right before the lesson is supposed to happen, on that Wednesday, it's probably not going to get included.
Mm-hmm.
So please send it, 3 to 4 weeks in advance. Also, I think we are going to limit it to 1 essay per lesson going forward, just as a time-saving thing. We really want to read all the essays we get, but we can't. Unfortunately, we can't do that.
Heck, we want to read all the emails we get. We're just so popular now. It's very hard to do. We appreciate it and we read all of them. Mm-hmm. But it's impossible to read all of them in class.
We do, and we try to respond to all of them as well.
Yes.
All right. Anyways, so Kelp says, I'm glad to hear that Mr. Curtis is doing well, and I am excited for more lessons soon. The first drawing is of Wobbly Legs Willie. There's also Gubby, one of Mr. Curtis's Spinnerack, Perry the Psyduck, Portia, Gary the Shroomish, not Professor Oak's grandson, Blue's cousin, Gary.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Yeah, clearly not.
Clearly not.
The groundskeeper of the SCBOT SCLC. Now, I do want to say, it's not the Saffron City branch of the Saffron City Learning Center. It's just the Saffron City Learning Center.
It's the Saffron City Learning Center. Now, it's the Goldenrod City branch of the Saffron City Learning Center.
Yeah, that's an offshoot of the original SCLC.
But the OG, the main headquarters is just SCLC.
Yeah. Kelp goes on to say, and Dr. Professor Mr. Mime, the Mr. Mime, again, this is the that teaches clown school class in
yes, back in
the
Saffron
SCLC.
City Learning Center, of course.
The second drawing is of Portia playing the Fair and Equitable song. I think that's all from Aspiring Researcher Kelp. Have a great rest of your day.
Love the artwork. We'll be sharing it on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
I love the Fair and Equitable Portia.
It's great. I love the MLG glasses. Those are perfect.
Yeah.
And I have to say 2 gold stars. 2 gold stars.
You know what?
One for
I'd give them
each
5. Give them 5.
No, it's too much.
Well, it's a good thing you don't have control over that, Corbin.
Yeah, that's too much.
It would obliterate the market.
Hey, you were giving them out a few weeks ago when you were in charge of that. You were giving them out like candy.
So gold star, extra credit for you because you did send in an essay. I didn't read it. In fact, you get 2 extra credit because of the drawings and the essays. So excellent work, Kelp. Thank you so much. The next Gengar mail I have comes from Professor Rex. It says, greetings, Professor Jacob and other people in the class. They are too forgettable. Sorry.
Whoa!
Ouch!
Hey,
burn!
Hey.
I agree. Listen, it took me a very long time to remember Corbin's name. And it was around the 6th time that Mr. Curtis took these lessons that I was able to get his name correctly. So I get it. They are pretty forgettable.
Yes, I had to deserve it. Okay. And if you don't deserve it, you don't deserve it. I mean, what are you going to say?
All right. So Professor Rex goes on to say, I hope this email finds you in good health and surrounded by an abundance of Pokeballs. It's your favorite prehistoric Pokemon researcher from the Sinnoh region, Professor Rex.
Favorite? I don't
know of many prehistoric researchers from the Sinnoh region.
Favorite? I don't really have a favorite. Mm-hmm. And you also don't care about my name, so you're not my favorite.
That is true. It's a hard case to make, Professor Rex.
Yeah. You guys are forgettable. Also, I'm your favorite. No, you're not.
They say, today I've got a few fossilarious jokes for you guys. Or for you folks.
Let's hear it.
What's Tyranitar's favorite movie?
Titanic?
No. It's Rocky.
Aha!
Because it's a rock type. Is it a rock type? I think it's right.
Hey.
Professor,
now, I don't think Tyranitar is a prehistoric Pokemon. But
it is not. So your research needs to get a little bit better there, Professor Rex.
But this next one is, why did Tyrantrum go to school?
Oh, I don't know why. That's one of my favorites, by the way.
To practice his Rargebra.
Is that supposed to say al?
It's like algebra.
So al doesn't
it's
sound
like
algebra.
Roar. But the AL is the second part of roar, and also the L is an R. So it's Rargebra. Okay, so you know what? Maybe workshop those puns a little bit more.
Sure.
Okay. The first one, top notch. Second one, a little bit of a stretch.
The second one was a little bit stressed, I think. Okay. So they go on to say, yes, I know Tyranitar isn't technically a prehistoric Pokemon.
Sure.
But in my defense, my first Pokemon was a Larvitar that I named Rexy. All right. So there's a lore. There's a lore reason behind it.
Well, I figured they just heard us make fun of them, so they sent in the second half of this email. So.
Sure, yeah. They go on to say, anyways, unfortunately, I found out about this class too late, so I couldn't send any Gengar mails for the previous prehistoric Pokemon, but I'll make one for each evolution of Larvitar and all the prehistoric Pokemon going forward. I hope you all have a great lesson about Decidueye. Well, it's not about
how did he
Decidueye.
know? That's awesome.
We're not.
Let's go.
I do love.
Did you give Professor Rex the curriculum ahead of time? That's crazy.
It's not Decidueye. Well, also Professor Rex would have absolutely no idea of when we'd read this.
Sounds like they do. I don't know.
Good guess, Professor Rex. Unfortunately, we are not learning about Decidueye. So thank you so much for the jokes. In fact, I would love to have more jokes going forward. So I'm gonna give you extra credit for that.
Professor, I could give you some jokes if you want.
No, you're a joke.
You're a joke. Got him. Oh,
got him.
Same. We are the same.
Same.
Mr. Curse, does Professor Rex get a gold star? I mean, they're a professor. Do they really need a gold star?
I tell you what, I'll give them 2 silver stars. Okay, they did turn in some jokes, so I'll give them that much.
They tried.
But I'd like to see some jokes about some bug types, some Spinneracts. That would be funny.
Now,
like that.
We all know that Mr. Curtis's silver stars are just his gold stars with an additional layering of like a silver coating. So technically, they're more valuable than his gold stars, but he ranks them lower. But they are, in technicality, more valuable.
I don't know about that, but okay. Yes. They are cored with gold, so I guess you could say, yeah, okay, gold with an extra silver layer on top. But they are gold stars. Okay, let's be clear. Okay.
They are gold stars?
Yeah, they're made of gold. We already established this.
Yeah, they are technically gold stars with wearing a mask. There are gold stars undercover.
Ooh, stealthy.
Okay, maybe so. I guess that's a good way to put it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all of the Gengar mails. Please keep sending them in to wwopokemon@gmail.com, and we will do our very best to read them.
Especially if it's the night before we're posting a lesson. Definitely send them in the night before.
No.
We might read it. It just probably won't be included in the lesson that you are intending it to be included in. Although if it's an essay, we probably won't read it.
These lessons are planned out well in advance, okay?
All right, so time to get into the lesson in earnest. Does anybody know who we're talking about today?
This is one that I immediately forgot about after you said it last week.
Okay, so like most weeks.
Right. It's a water type, right?
I can see now. Mr. Curtis is jumping up and down in his seat. Mr. Curtis, do you have a guess?
Mr. Curtis, settle down.
It is a Decidueye, Professor.
No, it's not Decidueye. Although good guess.
Gosh.
Good guess. Close. Almost.
Yeah,
you almost had the
well,
typing.
Professor Rex did say that. So yeah, it is Decidueye, right?
No, it's not. I just said no to Mr. Curtis. That's not Decidueye.
Thought I'd try again. Thought I'd wear you down.
Does anybody else want to guess Decidueye?
I figured if I asked again, maybe it would actually... You'd scrap the lesson and say, let's do it.
A Butterfree effect, and it would have ended up changing the future into us learning about Decidueye today.
Right, maybe.
Okay, it's not Decidueye. I'll just tell you, we're learning about Chinchou today.
Who?
Oh, okay, good. Another bug type.
Which one's that one?
It's not... Well, no, Chinchou is not a bug type.
What? Wait.
It's not.
Professor.
No, it's a water and electric type. Now, I'm guessing, so, Mr. Curtis, you have seen one, and you have had this lesson before, so I'm a little bit surprised that you thought it was a bug type. Corbin, I'm guessing...
But look at it.
Well, you know
I
what?
can't. There's nothing there, Mr. Curtis. It's the desks and the floor. What are you talking about?
He's gesturing at nothing. Okay, you know what? That's a good idea.
Mr. Curtis, is the Chinchou in the room with us right now? Because I don't see it.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Curtis, is Chinchou with us right now?
That's funny when the professor says it.
If not yet.
Okay.
But if you...
All right, good. You passed the test. Well, I have a Chinchou here. Corbin, I assume you haven't seen one.
I have not.
All right, well, here is Chinchou.
Ooh, it just kind of flopped on the floor there. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a water-type Pokemon. It spends all of its time in the water. So it doesn't like being on land that much. So let's make this quick. Let's see. It's a blue ball. It's got these little fin wings on the side of it. I don't know what's going on. Fins.
Okay, look what's on top of its head. Everybody say it with me. It is
horns.
Antennas.
Oh, antennas.
Yeah.
It has these little dangly antennas with little lighting, like little light bulbs on the end of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. In fact, they also carry an electrical charge.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so I wouldn't touch them. I mean, I guess you can touch one, just don't touch both of them.
I'm not. I'll be safe here. But its eyes are kind of weird. It kind of looks like a plus sign in its eyes. It has a yellow eye, but its pupils are like a black plus sign. It's really strange. It's got little baby feet. They're kind of hard to see because it's just kind of flopped on the floor there. But yeah, that's. I mean, honestly,
are those baby feet or are those back fins?
Those are baby feet, but it's got side fins. It's got baby feet on the back butt part, and then it's got side fins on the side.
Now, I don't want to be that guy, but you did also think that Crobat had baby feet, but those were just its feathers.
No, I said they were butt feathers to begin with. You guys said they were feet. I didn't say that. You guys said that.
I don't know. This feels like gaslighting, but whatever.
What is that, a Chinchou move? What does that move do?
I don't know, Mr. Curtis. It does feel like you wanted to say something.
No, I just was gonna say I think that Chinchou should be reclassified as a bug type. It's got the antenna, it's got the wings,
but it's clearly a water and electric type. What are you talking about?
It can be a bug and electric type too. Okay, it happens.
But it likes to live in the water.
Listen, Mr. Curtis is right.
There are bug types that live in the water.
Mr. Curtis is right. We do change typings sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Clefairy used to just be a normal type. Now it's a fairy type.
Very true. Thank you, Professor.
That's true.
So, I mean, there's nothing saying that Chinchou... Now, Mr. Curtis, would it be a bug electric type or would it be a water bug type?
That's a good point. I would say probably a water bug type. But you can also have moves that aren't necessarily one of your two typing types. Like that is something.
Does it even know any bug moves? Do we know if Chinchou is capable of learning any of these bug moves?
I don't know. I don't listen. All right. I think I've made it pretty clear that I think the typing structure is outdated. It's archaic. It's not useful. I think we need to categorize Pokemon via egg group. That's a much better way to do it.
You're here.
Much more biologically sound. Because we have normal type, or we have like a water type Pokemon like Psyduck that learns lots of psychic moves. And so why is it not a psychic type Pokemon? It's just a water type Pokemon. Doesn't make any sense.
Right. Exactly.
What, Mr. Curtis,
that's a good point. See?
I agree with you. I do think Chinchou should be a bug type Pokemon.
Wow. Okay.
I think it.
Slow down.
I feel like these typings are ridiculous. They are, just unimportant. So it's fine to call it a bug type.
I mean, it's a tough needle to thread. It's a little hard to navigate. Hard to navigate. Well, hold on. Shard.
Okay, well he's cooking. Let him cook.
Let him cook, guys. My brain is cooked. Shard. That's a good name.
Let him cook.
Chinchou. Yeah, we'll call you Shard. That's a good name. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a patron. Right?
Double check real quick.
Double check. Yes. One of our patrons' names is Shard.
He didn't actually look at his Rotom laptop. His eyes just kind of rolled back into his head, and I don't know if he was actually looking at. Maybe he has a list.
Yeah, Portia kind of taught me that move. She does that when she edits, so she kind of taught me that when I'm trying to remember stuff. Anyways,
okay.
So yeah, Shard is one of our patrons. So thanks, Shard. We're naming this after you.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Shard. And Shard is struggling to breathe. Shard, the Chinchou. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Shard back into the Pokeball, and I think
Good idea, Professor.
Good idea. You're killing him.
Her.
Sorry, my bad.
It's a female Chinchou.
I didn't mean to misgender. I apologize.
Okay, all right. Come on back, Shard. Okay, let's read some of these Pokedex entries, starting off in the Johto region. The first entry says, it shoots positive and negative electricity between the tips of its two antennae and zaps its enemy. Yeah. All
okay,
right.
Hold on.
So
I'm cooking again. Let me think of a shirt. Positive vibes.
Negative
charge. I don't know.
Well, it's also a positive charge, so it's positive and negative charge.
Positively negative.
Positive vibes, negative. I want it to rhyme with vibes. Negative clives. No, that's nothing.
Sides.
That doesn't. Negative sides. I don't know. We'll workshop that one. That one's a work in progress.
Somebody else come up with the t-shirt names. I'm getting tired.
Just in general. I'm just getting tired.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
All right, guys, I do want you to keep track of... So that was one use for Chinchou's antenna, all right? Mm-hmm. So it's zapping enemies, so for, attacking, all right? On the dark ocean floor, its only means of communication is its constantly flashing lights.
All right.
So it doesn't explicitly say it, but the flashing lights do come from its antenna. So that's two uses for the antenna.
Right. I think we talked about that.
And then the next entry in the Johto region says its antenna, which evolved from a fin, have both positive and negative charges flowing through them.
Okay.
I think one of them has a negative charge and one of them has a positive charge. I don't think they have both positive and negative in both antenna. like at the same time.
I think if you have one in one and one in the other, it could be like a current. If you touch both antenna on either side, then it's zip right through them.
But Professor, what does the Pokedex say? It says its antennae have both positive and negative charges. I assume that means in both of them.
I mean, I don't. You can assume that, but it doesn't explicitly say that.
Well, let's assume for the sake of my well-being.
No. I don't think we should assume that it has both positive and negative in each individual antenna. I think
all right, fine.
One antenna has positive.
I'll just be over here minding my own business,
negative.
not assuming that.
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll be over here minding my own business, not assuming that at all.
All right. See, that's what somebody who is going to be over there assuming it would say.
You're right. I'm assuming that's so hard right now.
Dang, gosh, stop it. Please stop. All right, let's move on. Oh, also, the antenna evolved from a fin. So that means that Chinchou previously had 4 fins and 2 little feetsies.
Wait, so what's the pre-evolution to Chinchou?
Chin.
Okay. Is that a fact or?
How dare you?
I don't know.
How dare you question the professor?
Either way,
this Pokedex entry states that there is some pre-evolution to Chinchou.
Well, it's like our names. Apparently, it's not important enough to remember. So.
Wow, you're really taking that personally, huh?
I'm a little upset, Professor.
No, that's you know what? I think you're important enough.
That's very kind. Thank you, Professor.
I know I rolled my eyes very heavily.
Hey, watch the eyes. Watch the eyes.
I do definitely believe it.
Stop rolling them, please.
And I know I winked a bunch when I said that.
Yeah, you rolled one and winked the other. How did you do that?
I got a lot of skills. All right, let's move on to the Hoenn region. First entry says, Chinchou lets loose positive and negative electrical charges from its 2 antennas that make its prey faint. All right, so there's attacking again. This Pokemon flashes its electric lights to exchange signals with others. And there's the communication again.
There's the t-shirt. Get flashed. Chinchou on it.
Nope. Boom. I don't think so. maybe not.
Why? What's wrong with that? Is that a bad thing?
I don't think it's related.
I think it's a little misleading, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't flash people?
Okay, all right.
Or Pokemon?
The next entry says, Chinchou's 2 antennas are filled with cells that generate strong electricity. This Pokemon's
strong are... Oh, sorry. That wasn't the time for that. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you can say it if you want.
How strong are they?
This Pokemon's cells create so much electrical power, it even makes itself tingle slightly.
Ooh, tingly little Chinchou.
Just slightly, just a little bit.
How about get tingled? All right, sorry. I'll take a break from t-shirts.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
Get tingled.
No, see, this is what I'm saying. All of your t-shirt ideas start with get and then some word. So like get tingled, get flashed.
When we launch our merch store, Professor, they're gonna sell like hotcakes. You just wait.
Yeah, until we make a t-shirt that says get hotcaked.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
No, it's not. No, it's not a good idea. It's a bad idea. The last entry for Chinchou from the Hoenn region says, when it senses danger, it discharges positive and negative electricity from its 2 antennae. It lives in the depths beyond sunlight's reach. That's pretty cool. That'd be a cool thing to have on your tombstone.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that does it for the Hoenn region. Moving on to the Sinnoh region. There's only 1 entry here, so we'll get to this pretty quick. It discharges positive and negative electricity from its antenna tips to shock its foes.
So we knew that already.
Yeah, we knew that. Again, not groundbreaking. It's not groundbreaking information from Sinnoh, but when is it ever?
Right, not even a ground type, so don't worry about it.
Once again, Professor Juniper decided not to give us any new information.
Junie!
So Nova has nothing.
Come on.
Kalos also doesn't have anything new. One of these times I'm just going to assume it doesn't have anything new and jump right over it when it does have something new and groundbreaking. And
and then everybody there is going to be mad.
I have to remain vigilant.
That's right.
Moving on to Alola. The first entry says its 2 antennae were originally fins. It discharges electricity to stun its prey before attacking. Now, what is the attack if not the electrical shock? I have to ask.
Well, yeah, it is.
Well, it says it discharges electricity to stun its prey before attacking.
So it bites afterwards.
Bite. All right.
It stuns it with the electricity, and then it goes in for a bite.
I could, headbutt. Headbutt's good.
Headbutt's a good one.
Wow. A biting attack. You know what? Pokemons do a lot of biting? Pokemon do a lot of biting.
Yeah. What Pokemon, Professor?
Water type.
Bug types. Bug types bite a lot.
Stop fueling him. He doesn't need any.
Yeah, I think this Chinchou might be a bug type.
Professor, I have to agree.
Shard is a full water and electric. Okay, you watch it.
So what we should have is T-shirts that say Chinchou water bug on them.
The true bug type.
No. I actually did think of the T-shirt idea during the last entry, and I got it.
Oh, great.
I locked it down. It's gonna have a Chinchou on it.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be really small on the T-shirt, and most T-shirts can be black. And it's gonna say at the bottom on white text. It's gonna say, "I'm positive that I'm negative."
I don't hate that one as much as I thought I was going to.
Yeah, me neither.
Isn't that pretty good?
Yeah. Maybe also so the idea of so it's like an all black shirt, right? And then it's like a very small Chinchou at the bottom, and it says it lives in depths beyond sunlight's reach.
That could work too.
Yeah, that could be good. Okay. The next entry in the Alola region says, oh, you're not going to believe this. It says it lives in the depths beyond the reach of sunlight.
I feel like I just heard that.
I know. I mean, it's slightly different how it said it.
Just a wee bit.
It goes on to say, it flashes lights on its antenna to communicate with others of its kind. The next one says its two antennae glow softly to lure in prey, making it a useful Pokemon for night fishing.
All right.
All right, that's the third. That's the third use. Yeah.
We got 3.
Hit me with those 3 again.
We got communication. We got flashing to stun enemies, and we got luring in prey.
Okay, it doesn't flash to stun the prey,
but it uses the antenna.
It
does use the antenna
like this.
No, it doesn't. Are you stupid? It goes like that.
Like that.
Actually, I think it goes bzorp.
Well, I think that's something that like a Raichu would make.
Professor, it does do that.
You gotta think a Chinchou, something of that size would be like that's more.
Or maybe like zip shop.
I could no.
Hey, is any of this good? Is any of this good audio for the students at home?
Yeah,
maybe
I think Plusle or Minel would probably be. I think that's closer to that one. I think would be more like Chinchou.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll find out. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. That was empty words. All right. The last entry from the Alola region says, Chinchou blink their shining antenna at one another to claim their respective turf.
Ooh.
Very solitary, these Chinchou, apparently.
Recognize. Okay.
And territorial. So that's a 4th use for the antenna.
I mean,
see how important the antenna is to a Chinchou's entire being.
That's 3 still, though, because it's still communicating. It's still a form of communication.
I guess it is a form of communication.
That's right. I'm right, and you're wrong.
But it's like a specific form of communication. It's claiming turf.
But it uses it for communication. Communication can mean turf. It can mean, hey, I found a cool little like snack over here. It can mean anything. Communication is a broad term.
Fine. Whatever.
Gold star for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Curtis, my hand is out, please.
No. I'm sorry. You're staying in the negative, my good sir.
Wow. Well, I need Chinchou to juice me up to the positive.
Nope. I will not laugh unless the professor says it's okay to laugh.
He's choking it back. Looks like he's in pain.
Good. It was so good. It was so funny. You can laugh. It's okay. You can laugh, buddy. You can laugh. It's okay.
I can't.
Let it out.
I can't. I won't. I'm good. Hold on. I just need to get a quick.
No.
Professor, remind him that he can laugh at my jokes. It's okay.
You know what? I'm not going to dictate whether or not Mr. Curtis needs to laugh. So it's up to him. All right. I have one more regional Pokedex entry. It comes to us from the Lentil region from Professor Mirror. It says, Chinchou's two antennae. Antennae.
Antennae.
What are we thinking?
Antennae.
Antennae.
Chinchou's two antennae, which evolved from a fin, can light up from electricity running through them. It flashes those lights to communicate with others. I think specifically to communicate with Chinchou. It can't talk to a whale lord with its
just other Chinchou.
Yeah. All right. I have one unique Pokedex entry which comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says Chinchou, the Angler Pokemon, have the ability to conduct electrical currents from their two, get this, tentacles.
Ooh, whoa.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Now, if you look at them as tentacles, that puts me back into water electric type and not water bug.
Sorry, Mr. Curtis. I think you're wrong, according to Ash.
Now, but how many times did we say antennae, though? How many times did we say antennae, though?
I don't know. A lot. It feels like I said it too many times.
That I think goes more times. That means more bug. Thank you very much.
Wow. Couldn't have said it better.
You're welcome. Okay, so Chinchou, the Angler Pokemon, have the ability to conduct electrical currents from their two tentacles, which flow positive from one end and negative from the other. See? That's what I was saying.
Right.
So now we have definitive proof, and in no unclear terms, that it's one is positive and one is negative.
That's right.
Chinchou can also communicate underwater by flashing its tentacles. Now it's doubling down on tentacles.
There's that word again.
All right, and that is the only unique Pokedex entry we have, and that does it for everything we have on Chinchou.
Oh, hey!
Good job, everybody. We made it.
Hey, there we go.
Think if you feel like you know everything about Chinchou now.
Sure.
I feel like I know a lot about Chinchou. I really do.
I would have liked to learn more about the eyes. Why are the eyes pluses? Does it help it see light in the darkness of the water? In the what is it? Wait, what is it? In the
dark abyss?
Dark depths?
In the depths beyond the reach of sunlight?
Dark ocean floor, thank you.
Maybe, I don't know. Hey, if anybody has a theory about that, feel free to send it to wwopokemon@gmail.com.
There you go.
Let us know. Or Discord too, whatever works.
Or Discord. Discord too, the sequel to Discord.
Which you only have full access to if you're a patron. Just throwing that out there. We've been asked. And I'm answering.
He's answering. Okay. So I think it's time now for the testing portion. So today we are going to do Pitch a Pokemon.
Really?
Pitch it up for the boys in the back. Here we go.
I gotta buy a Pokemon. My boss says I have to purchase a Pokemon. I have all this money, but I don't know what I
Headmaster
want to
said that?
buy. Huh? No, this is a hypothetical. I'm acting right now. Could you not tell that I was acting?
Oh, you're not very good at it.
Here, I'm acting. Hello there. I'm a very wealthy man, and I would like to buy one of your finest Pokemon. Now, if you could, I will only buy one of your Pokemons. Whoever provides me the best pitch will receive all of my money.
Give him an Oscar. Give him an Oscar.
I don't buy it. You don't look like somebody that's got that dango. I don't buy it. Sorry.
Hey.
What?
Really? The very posh voice didn't do that.
Yeah.
That was my character, wealthy man trying to buy a Pokemon.
It was perfect.
Thank you. So we've all done these Pitch a Pokemon assignments before, but let me just remind you what the rubric is. First, you must include information that we learned in class, and 2, you must demonstrate an understanding of the Pokemon's unique attributes and abilities. 3, the selling points must be unique to the Pokemon we discussed in this lesson, therefore Chinchou. These selling points must be for the Pokemon itself and not for a product it produces. I'm not even really sure what product a Chinchou could produce that you could sell. Maybe like, I don't know, fin oil or something. And then the student who provides the most compelling selling points will get a bonus point. So really give it your all. Try your best, if you will. Pitch me a Pokemon when you're ready. Take some time to write it. I know you can't, just conjure these things out of nothing.
I can't. It takes time, Professor, to work this magic.
All right. Well, students at home, we'll be right back.
Professor, I'm ready.
I am ready as well, Professor. I have
Professor,
completed.
I'm ready. Are you
wow,
ready first?
both ready at the same time.
Same time. We did not time that.
Yeah, but I was ready first, Professor.
Well, no, I was ready at the same time. Remember?
Well, since you were ready first, Mr. Curtis, I think we should have Corbin do his pitch.
I think that's a fair and
sure.
equitable decision, Professor. Thank you.
Oh, fair and equitable. Play the FNE music.
Play it, Portia. Play it.
Play it. Hit it right now. Woo!
Love it every time. All right, here we go. All right, so I have a very practical everyday use that you could use a Chinchou for, Professor. And I might get docked points for not being the most original, but I think it is a very applicable use. It's going to save you a ton of money at the store if you decide that you want to eat fish Pokemon. Because guess what? You have the best fishing tool in the entire world right at your disposal.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so number one, it can use its lights to lure prey. We know that, right? We know that it can lure prey using the lights on its antenna or tentacles, whatever you want to call them, or hands, I don't know. We're calling everything at this point. So it can lure the prey over and bait Pokemon to your hook. And honestly, it's going to do all the work for you because it can also stun them for you. It's going to give a little zappy zap. And then that Pokemon's going to be stunned, so they're easier to capture. And then, not to mention, if you don't want to really get your hands dirty, it can also attack after it's stunned, and it can just kill the prey for you, so that you can. All you have to do is just, skin it and eat it. But before we get to that, before we get to the part where you can cook the fish, it can also use electrical powers to start the stove or fire to get it going. A little electrical spark. Like if you're out there, you're hanging out, you're going camping in the woods, you need to catch some Pokemon, or you need to catch some fish Pokemon in order to eat that night. You put your Chinchou in the water, it's going to lure them over, it's going to zap them, it can help kill them, or you can just hook it. It's probably more humane to just let the Chinchou kill them. So we'll say that. So the Chinchou can then attack, either bite, it's not a bug type, it can bite the Pokemon prey, it can kill them, and then you can start a fire with its electrical little bulbs on the antenna, and you can put that fish Pokemon on the stove, cook it, and then eat it.
So, Corbin, are you saying that it's an electric fire type?
I am not.
Oh, okay. Kind of sounds like what you're saying.
No, electrical charges you can start a fire with an electrical charge, of course. If you're out in the wild, you get a little bit of kindling and on some firewood and stuff like that, you get electrical charge there on some dried leaves, you can absolutely start a fire with that.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, I think that's it.
Okay, all right. So, as you're selling it as your selling point is that it's a invaluable tool for fishing.
For fishing, yes.
For fishing, there you go.
Okay, excellent job. All right, Mr. Curtis, would you like to?
Thank you, Professor. I'm here.
Pitch?
I'm here.
Yes, I saw. No, I called you. You don't have to raise your hand. I already called you.
He already called you.
Okay, all right,
Dude.
yes. What, Professor?
It's your turn, dummy.
Can you do your pitch? Give me your pitch.
Oh, of course. Okay, Professor.
You were the one raising your hand.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well, you called my name, so I just wanted to tell you I was here. Okay. Anyway. All right. All right. Chinchou. Let me tell you what. Mr. Fancy Man.
What?
This is the best.
I'm the fancy man.
This is the best Pokemon for you as you go embark on your journey as an endurance rowing champion. Thank you very much. Ooh. Say that you're taking your trip and you're going from Vermilion Harbor to Pawnee Island in Alola, and you're an endurance rowing all the way. You could have no better companion than a Chinchou. Thank you very much. First of all, obviously, let's get this out of the way.
Well, I thought you were done. You said thank you very much.
He didn't say thank you very much.
Sorry, when you're done.
That's it.
What's going on? It's enough.
Yes. Then Chinchou. All right. So first of all, let's get this out of the way. Obviously, water type, you'll be in the ocean. That just makes sense, right? You want to bring Pokemon.
It just makes sense.
You want to bring Pokemon with you that are going to be comfortable while you're out there for an extended period of time. Let's get past that. Second, no need to worry about losing power. Your Chinchou works like a portable battery, and it can supply power from its antenna. Positive, negative on either side, close that circuit. You can recharge your cell phone so you can listen to your music as you're going, or, make emergency phone calls if you need to. that type of thing, right? Anything you might need power for, if you want to like blend up a protein shake in the morning before you get rowing again, or that maybe power up your shower, that might be a good idea. So whatever you need to do, your Chinchou's there for you. It's got the current, it's got the juice. Third, you can use the antenna to light, obviously, to signal your journey, to keep you safe from passing ships, maybe in the night. Make sure they're aware you're down there because you are in a little boat. It's just so they don't run into you. Or if you're in an event that you need rescuing, the Chinchou can serve to mark your location for rescuers. Just good for signaling, as the Pokedex does say. Finally, it can use its lights to bring in prey for you to eat. So you don't need to carry all your food with you. And that saves you weight, which makes your journey all the much easier. Thank you very much. And have a nice day.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, he's walking away. Mr. Curtis, no, come back.
Come back.
Wait. Okay. You still need me? All right. I'm back.
Yeah, yes. All right. So for the first two, you did excellent. Great job. You absolutely, included information, and you definitely understood what it's all about. The endurance rowing companion. Well, I gotta ask, why specifically rowing? Why not just like sailing or like a boat trip or something like that?
I guess so. The idea, I guess, that I thought about sailing would work too, I suppose.
Okay.
But if you were just going on a boat trip with a boat with an engine, that's going to solve a lot of the problems that we talked about. But if it's just you and the Chinchou and your boat and the paddles and that's it, that's just you out there in the water, I can think of no better Pokemon to bring with you. So
not even a spinner rack.
Well, you see, I'm a fancy man, so I do a fair bit of sailing from time to time.
Yes, well, sailing, it would work for your sailing as well too.
I'm not buying these performances.
No engine to supply powers. Your Chinchou is right there, and all the other things count as well too.
Okay, all right. This is very good for the both of you. I gotta say, I was prepared to give this one to Corbin. I was not convinced that endurance rowing companion was gonna shake out. But you did a good job of bringing just a lot. You're right. I mean, Chinchou can be a great companion for survival out in the woods, or out in the wilderness.
Mine's the woods.
The woods of the waters. I knew exactly what you meant.
Well,
Professor.
I mean, I assume since you're rowing, you're in a rowboat, right? I assume you dock at night to get a shower going.
No, I mean, well, you're not
because you said a shower.
So
you said the power of shower.
You're not docking so much as you just like stop rowing and float out there for a little bit.
Mr. Curtis smells like he's never had a shower in his life, so I'm surprised he prioritized that.
Yeah, explain the shower thing to me then.
I just meant like, like if you need power, like a small pump or a little water heater, Chinchou could be there to provide extra electricity for you, If you want to have a nice warm shower, because you're out there exerting yourself, you're rowing, right?
Yeah,
you're sweaty and stinky, right? So you want to take a nice warm shower, but you're out in the middle of the ocean. You got to come up with you've got to be able to pump the water. You've got to be able to heat the water. That's a lot of electricity to use. You don't want to like rely on battery packs you have on the ship. The Chinchou's there and it has energy galore.
So, okay. I like Mr. Curtis's because it's outside the box, but Corbin's also has a lot of value because he is right. Chinchou is basically, made for fishing. It's the angler Pokemon, right? So I think, honestly, I can't decide. I think we should leave it up to the virtual students.
Hey!
There will be a poll. We'll put a poll on Spotify and on the Flying Pokemon themed social network site Twitter. So look for those there. Portia will take care of that for us. Thank you so much for your hard work, Portia.
Thank you, Portia.
We honestly cannot thank you enough. But that's going to do it for today's lesson. Oh, you guys got perfect marks otherwise.
Oh, thank you. Whoa!
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Whoa, hey, yo.
That's going to do it for today's lesson. Does anybody know what Pokemon we're talking about next week? It is the evolved form of Chinchou.
Oh, that's not a Pokemon, is it? Is it? It's that one water one.
It is a water one.
What's that water little one with all the legs? Spinret, something like
What?
that. Sounds like it should be Pokemon. Spinret.
You're not thinking of Spinnerack, are you?
No,
Spinarak?
Spinert. What's it called?
Are we gonna talk about Spinnerack
No,
again?
shut up. No, shut up. Gosh.
Oh no, I triggered him.
Spinnerack?
I said his activation
I got
phrase.
me, myself, and
Like a
I.
Growlithe puppy. You just you run when your name is called.
So it's not Spinnert.
Spinert.
You sure it's not Decidueye?
I don't know.
How do you spell
I don't know.
Spinert?
Spinard? I don't know what Pokemon you're referencing.
It's that one little one.
Okay, well, you figure that out. No, it's not Decidueye, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you we're learning about Lantern.
Araquid. Wait.
Oh, I
Araquanid. That's what it's called. Araquanid.
Araquanid.
Aquanid.
Because it
Is it
sounds
that
like
one?
aqua.
Is it Araquanid?
Araquanid.
Is it that one? That wasn't the one I was talking
No.
about. Actually, it was a different one.
No, good guess though. Because as we all know, Chinchou is a water bug Pokemon, so it makes sense that it would evolve into a water bug Pokemon. But no, it is Lantern, and we'll be learning about Lantern next week.
Oh.
So until next time, if you would like to get in touch with me, the professor, you can send me a Gengar mail at wwopokemon@gmail.com, and there's a couple of other ways to talk to us, and you can find those all in our link tree, and I don't think I've mentioned it in a while, so if you really, really want to support the class, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can give us a rating on Flapple Podcast or Spotify. That will do wonders. Or if you want to directly support us, you can subscribe to our Patreon. And hey, you'll get stuff out of it too. You'll get access to our Discord and all of the content we have on Patreon. That is outtakes and bloopers. It is Q&As. It is Mr. Curtis Doodles. And coming up, a Nuzlocke challenge that we'll be attempting.
Also, early access to the animations, which if you guys saw the Gyarados clip animation, if you're a patron, you got to see that before everybody else. So, something to think about.
There's a lot of reasons why we do this. You know, we really want to thank the fans out there who, really want to see us thrive. Sorry, students, not fans. And also, it does a lot to help us keep this from being ad-free. I don't want to have to put advertisements on my lessons, even though the principal from the Saffron City Learning Center and the headmaster at the Goldenrod City branch, or Goldenrod City Learning Center branch of the Saffron City Learning Center,
right,
really are pushing me to
they're chasing that dango, so yeah. We don't want to put ads. We don't want to put ads on the lessons. So that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it around here.
All right, so I think I'll go ahead and step off of my soapbox, and I'm going to say, until next time, class is dismissed.